My name is Cloud. I live in the Bay Area, primarily in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and I work in construction. And I've worked in construction for 36 years. It is a very physically demanding job. And over the years, I've sustained injuries and childhood injuries and have had pain since childhood. I have learned to deal with the pain, but the pain has always been with me, even when I'm sleeping. And through a friend who has gone to see Lisa, I decided to come and there was a connection at a group meeting of a filming, and I just trusted Lisa and decided to come and have her free demonstration, examination, well, not examination, but interview. And at the end of the interview, I asked, give me a demonstration, which she did with, and my most painful is my knees, and also because of my weight. I am vegan, okay, but I have, since childhood, before I was vegan, unhealthy food habits that was instilled by my family and our income, financial situation. So I transferred that from eating meat and dairy into being a vegan, but picking up bad habits, which resulted in weight gain over the years. It was extraordinary in that I also call it food porn, but it's comfort food too. That those habits are so instilled in you, it's very difficult to change. And I have found that by taking that step and coming to Lisa, it changed and transformed my thinking process and what I wanted to do. And one of the first things she did too is I'd have some water, and that's hydrogen water, which was amazing. And as I was explaining, she demonstrated a point on my ear, which is like shaped like a womb of a mother and a child, that the knees were at a certain point in the ear. So I said thank you, and I drank her water, and I started doing the pressure points on both ears, and the pain went away. And she also mentioned to me about our inner God. I mean, we have our inner God, but our inner doctor, and I decided to call it my inner healer for me. And she accepted that and continued to call it my inner healer. And loving thyself, thank you for supporting myself. And through all these years and the abuses I caused, not intentionally, but it happened, and the weight gain and the things and activities that I did. And it's my own. I own it. So anyway, when I saw the results, I made another appointment with Lisa, and this is basically the third appointment. On the first appointment, when she was done and she released the pressure in the ears by slightly releasing the blood so that the flow happens, and then she put pressure points on everything I could think of that was wrong. Wait a minute, sorry. She did the test that she did with the ear. She took a picture of my ear, and you can tell this is this is real, what I'm talking to you about. So she did took pictures, and she explained what she saw in the ears, both ears, and how this part was the colon, the pancreas, the kidney, the liver, all my internal organs was compromised. And also, to be honest with you, when I had an injury back in '76, I was in a coma for 3 weeks. And in that coma, I also, my left leg would not move. It was kind of like just hanging there. And that took a while for me to get that feeling back from the damage I did. I had also a herniated disc from it. But I was put on Darvon, which is a high that is not prescribed now because it's so toxic and addictive, like oxycodone, and also alcohol. I mean, I'm telling you, I drank, what was it, wild turkey. Anything that, the stronger it was, the better it was, because it numbed my pain that I was experiencing. And I was doing that for 7 years on drugs, and then I had an experience and I decided to stop, and I stopped. But I dealt with the pain from then on. But the pain, endorphins released in your brain helps to control that pain. And I substituted that with ibuprofen, which you know is very bad for you. It affects the kidneys, the liver. It does not expel out of your body. So over the years, double clutching, I drive a truck, a water truck, and I ruined my left knee completely, bone on bone. So I had a knee replacement, total knee replacement. Getting back, this is just little bits and pieces of my history, but I want to make sure that you understand that this is not it's real. It's from my story. It's no one else's story. It's my story. And so I decided that I would go ahead with the treatment with Lisa, and the issue or the concern about monetary was not even an issue for me. What was an issue is that I was on this cliff and I could fall over into darkness of pain for the rest of my life with no hope, or else I can step back and go this direction. And I decided with her on my own to step back and take that path. And I can't express to you the change in that first session that she did. And it's intuitively her inner doctor guiding her in her knowledge and education and what she believes in transferred to me, and I felt no pain for the first time since I can't remember. And you can't believe it. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's real. And so she did the treatment, and she's a hydrogen water. When I first started taking it, before I would drink all the time, and it never quenched my thirst. And when I started taking the hydrogen water, what happened was I experienced hardly any voiding of urine at all. And it took a while. And then it was like my body was absorbing all that hydrogen in every cell in this large body that I had. And and I thought of this myself. This is how I felt in my body. And so once it had drunk its fill, then I started voiding normally, and it was with hardly any discoloration. And it is like I'm not hungry. Like it feeds not only my cells but my body, so that I am not hungry. I very, very little hunger. And so I started changing my eating habits. Now we're talking about, this is my third visit, okay? It's basically a week. I believe it's like a week when she started the official first treatment. And the desire, I mean, it's transforming. That's all I can say. And as you can see in my eye in the corner, I hit myself with a metal pole when I was trimming my tree up in the mountain. And I immediately put ice on it, but I called Lisa. And she gave me pressure points and to help with that pain and the swelling. And she said, put some hydrogen water on it. And you can hardly see, except for right in this corner, that the swelling has gone up. It was about a half an inch up, like an egg, and 3 inches by 2 inches. And it's amazing, okay? And I can just only say that if this moves you to want to be without pain and to have a life where you feel energized, and she's not paying me for this, okay? There's no payment. This is just how much I feel about it. And she's teaching me pressure points to it's so that I can continue this journey and not have to go. She doesn't want you to stick with her. She wants you to be healed and learn her techniques so that you can carry them forth in your life and know what to do if you have an injury or something, or if you experience something. That's all it is. It's educational, it's informative, and it allows your inner healer to take care of itself. Yes. My colon is incontinence. Oh, yes. Thank you. My incontinence. After the surgery, they did a spinal block, and I had incontinence. And it's so embarrassing. And I had, for work and whatnot, I've had to have pads because of that blockage that he put to do the surgery, the spinal block. I would say in a scale, 95% improvement in 3 sessions of incontinence. I did not think I would ever have that. She gave me suggestions of pressure points to help retrain my bladder to stop and take control of itself. And it has. And I see such an improvement with that. Isn't that great not to have to worry about urinating in public or trying to find a bathroom so fast? I mean, it's awesome. And I'm really, really glad that she has such a good sense of humor and laughter. And she says, as she's treating me, smile. And I go, anyway, she's good. And it is investing in your health, of trusting someone to show you a path that you may never have walked down before. As I trusted, and I do trust her, in the path that she's showing me in helping myself and learning to help myself. It's educational. It's not her doing everything. It's my participating and being a part of it and making sure my questions are answered. That's what counts. And I bless her for being my doctor in this path of healing. I'm a healer. She's a healer. We're all healers. We just need to awaken it. Thank you.